Welcome back to Muscle Museum. Today we're going to be stuffing these bad boys. Today we're making stuffed peppers, keto style. This is more ideal for the ketogenic diet people. This is a low carb, high protein, low calorie meal. Now I've been on keto for about 3 weeks now. I'd say I didn't notice any significance in my weight loss. Maybe in water retention. I see more definition in my face maybe, and that's probably from a loss of water weight. But you guys are in this journey with me, and we will just see in the long run if the ketogenic diet is ideal for losing weight. Now my goals may be different from yours, so do your own research. See if the ketogenic diet is for you. Now step one here, we're going to be hollowing out the bell peppers here. I see some people cut these in half. I'm going to go with just hollowing it out. I feel like it looks prettier that way. You want to make sure all these stems are out and the outer walls are nice and smooth. And the ridges and the seeds, you take them all out. We want to make as much room inside these peppers as possible. Next, you're going to want to find a yellow onion. I find that yellow onions just cook better with ground beef. It adds more flavor. They caramelize a lot better. You could use white onion, but I find that Spanish yellow onions just seem to work a lot better for this recipe. You will see later that I'm using very low carb ingredients for this dish because that's the point of the ketogenic diet. You want to eat less than 50 grams of carbs a day. That's just what happens, and then ketosis happens, and then you burn fat and you get shredded and all that good stuff. By the way, I'd like for you guys to critique my chopping skills. I'm an amateur. All right, I'm just going about how I would make these stuffed peppers. Now, you're going to want to grab your food scale. I praise this, and I will continue to praise this in my channel. A food scale will ensure absolute accuracy in the food that you are consuming. The reason we want accuracy is so that we have data. And the reason we want data is to know what's going in our bodies, just so we can track our calories, our protein, our carbs, our fats, all 100% accurate through the weight of your food. So here I have 96.4 ground beef. For every 4 ounces, there is 150 calories and 24 grams of protein, 0 carbs. So we're going to do just that. The entire packaging here is a pound, 5 ounces. So theoretically speaking, you will be able to divide this into 5 equal serving sizes. Now we're going to add our seasonings to our meat, and we're going to mix this well. Grab those little meat grubbers and mix it all well with your hands and pretty much get those seasonings in there. Now you could opt for those Mexican Fiesta crazy stupid package like Ortega seasoning packets from the supermarket, but I find those to be extremely preserved and just filled with like additives that are just not keto. They have extra unnecessary carbs. So those are the combinations to keep it very low carb. Here we have some extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to be using 2 tablespoons. Luckily for me, I have a 2 tablespoon spoon, and I'm just going to fill the entire thing and dump it into the pan here. All right, once the oil is nice and hot, you want to drop in your onions first and mix them well. Get them all around there. Let them cook for about at least a minute, or at least until they're fragrant. They'll be nice and soft, and once they are, you want to go ahead and add your meat. I don't know why I use a spatula to stir this around, but let's grab this potato masher here and mash it up. Mash it up. You want this to be nice and browned. Now lean meat does tend to get dry, so just keep an eye on it and just mash it up. Add water if you'd like. Mash it up, and we're going to let this brown and let it cook all the way through. Keep mashing until pretty much it looks just like this. Now while that's cooking, you want to grab 2 Roma tomatoes, and we're going to dice them up the same way we diced up the onions. You guys be the judge here. How's my knifing skills? I'm learning how to use a knife just like you. Now you can get the canned tomatoes, sliced tomatoes, diced tomatoes, mashed tomatoes, tomato sauce. I don't know. I just find that when I use these tomatoes, it gives it more of a fresher taste. Like I said, it's a lot cheaper this way, I find it. And like I said, there's little to no carbs in a tomato. So I went ahead and add these instead of using a can. You could use whatever you'd like, but as always, guys, read your nutrition labels because nutrition value may vary. Stir it up, get it nice incorporated, and we're going to be adding one ingredient, which is cauliflowered rice. Cauliflower rice is a nice rice alternative. It comes from cauliflower, and there's only 4 carbs per serving. And we're going to be using just half of the packaging. So weigh it out, throw in half a packaging in there. Now this is a very, very important step. If you follow anything and you pay attention to anything else, it should be this here. Get your food scale, okay? And we're going to turn it on, and we are going to measure out our cheese. I use Kraft's fat-free mozzarella cheese. If we look at the nutrition label, for every 28 grams, we get 45 calories and 9 grams of protein, as they have a cheddar flavor as well. And the cheddar nutrition label is the exact same, only 2 carbs per serving. And we are going to measure out 2 servings. So 28 times 2 is 56. So 2 servings equal 18 grams of protein in just cheese. As you guys know, cheese is very keto friendly. It is a complete protein, and it is absolutely essential to building muscle. Now you want to stuff half of the serving into the peppers, and then we'll put the other half to the side. Once you stuffed half of the serving into the peppers, you're going to want to therefore stuff in the meat. Now, once I said the meat here is 1 pound. So I definitely had some extra meat on the side, but nevertheless, all these peppers had 1 serving of ground beef in there. Just read your nutrition label, and like I said, weigh out your food. You want to know how much meat you're working with. I was fortunate enough to have some extra meat. Once you stuff the peppers with ground beef and then the second portion of cheese, they should look like this. And they should be ready to go in the oven at 375 degrees for at least 25 minutes or until the cheese is melted. And check these bad boys out. I find these keto stuffed peppers to be very delicious, actually. Doesn't even feel like you're on a diet. 1 stuffed pepper will definitely fill you up with over 6 grams of fiber. You can't beat that. Now, 1 serving is 1 stuffed peppers. So this could last you 4 days for a dinner. And in 1 stuffed pepper, you're looking at 290 calories, 10 grams of carbs, 42 grams of protein, and 12 grams of fat. Now, if you ask me, that's one hell of a deal. And there you have it, keto stuffed peppers. Hopefully you guys try it for yourselves. And if you do, let me know how it is in the comment section below. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you in the next one.